Hello friends, I'm Louie Louie and today I'll talk about Led Zeppelin III, an important album released by Led Zeppelin, here Led Zeppelin in 1970. It's a privilege to talk about Led Zeppelin. In my opinion, Led Zeppelin is synonymous with rock and roll. I believe that no other band played rock and roll like Led Zeppelin, a band whose discography is one of the greatest in rock and roll history. Every album is excellent. Led Zeppelin also had one of the greatest guitar players in history, the legendary Jim Page, of course. Also a singer who is one of the most special frontmen in rock. I'm talking about Robert Plant. And to complete the band, the all-time best drummer, John Bonham, alongside the precise bass playing of John Paul Jones. Together, the two Johns formed one of the best rhythm sections in rock and roll history, if not the best. And Led Zeppelin never needed to release a single. Led Zeppelin never fell for the record company's rules. Led Zeppelin never wished to please anybody. They idolized the devil and the occult arts. They trashed hotel rooms. They were so arrogant. They immersed themselves in orgies. They made very, very loud noise. They overused the rock and roll excess, like drugs, a lot of drugs actually. And there was no limit to Led Zeppelin. That is, until the premature death of one of their members. Led Zeppelin is the type of band which could not exist without any of its former members. More than an unity, a myth. After John Bonham's death, the band closed its activities to become eternal. But before turning into a legend, the band, of course, made history. In the beginning, Led Zeppelin was called the New Yardbirds. The official name was suggested by Keith Moon, the drummer of The Who. Soon after, the band signed a contract with Atlantic Records, and the self-titled first album was released in early 1969. But I want to talk about Led Zeppelin III, the third Led Zeppelin album. Before the band had released two heavier albums with songs like Communication Breakdown and Whole Lotta Love, and just when the noise seemed it would go on endlessly, Led Zeppelin recorded an album featuring a more delicate sound. Folk music emerged in songs like Tangerine and That's the Way, and the blues comes alive on Since I've Been Loving You, a fan favorite. And of course, Led Zeppelin was still rock and roll, both on the opening track, Immigrant Song, and on Celebration Day also. Led Zeppelin III is a very deep album. Half of the album is lighter in feel, like an unplugged one, but the songs have a lot of power, such as in Gallows Pole, played with banjos, and Brown Yard Stomp, which features a lot of vocal harmonies by Robert Plant. And hats off to Roy Harper. I love this song, a tribute to the veteran British folk singer Roy Harper. I don't know what my favorite Led Zeppelin album is. Years ago I thought it was Led Zeppelin IV, with the classic songs Black Dog, Rock and Roll, and Stay to Heaven. But then my favorite was Led Zeppelin II because of Thank You, one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs. But over the last 2 months I've been listening a lot to Physical Graffiti, and now talking about Led Zeppelin III, I'm sure, at least for now, that this third disc of theirs is my favorite one. Really, I don't know, here Led Zeppelin III. And that's it, and I would like to know what your favorite Led Zeppelin album is. Please leave your comments. Thank you very much indeed, and see you soon. Bye.